Hey, gorgeous girl. I don't know about where you live, but here in Colorado, things are starting to shut down again. So just in case you didn't get a chance to get your hair colored and highlighted, stay tuned. Don't you know that you're beautiful, just the way you are? My name is Eddie, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting, welcome to my channel. I make weekly videos featuring fashion, beauty, fitness, and even a little food. Oh, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. Today, I'm going to be showing you a really easy and really inexpensive way to color and highlight your hair. You know, I used to dread seeing those first little pieces of gray and then my highlights growing out because I knew that I better start saving my money. My hair is long and thick, so not only was it really expensive, but I pretty much had to block out most of my day to get my hair done. When the shutdown first started earlier this year, of course, I was overdue to get my hair done, so I was kind of panicked. And I went on YouTube to look at how to do it and tried a couple of different things. And let's just say it was a disaster. I then had to figure out how not to have blue hair, but that's another video. Finally, and thank goodness, I found an old video, I think from 2012, from Jessie James Decker. And in her video, she was saying that she really didn't like to go to the salon to get her hair highlighted because it was so easy to do at home. So I was thinking, well, I need to watch this. Not only is this method so easy, there's no foil, no caps, nothing like that, but it's so cheap. I use this Revlon Color Silk, and I bought this at Walmart for $2.68 a box. So to cover my gray, I use the number 50, which is light ash brown. And then for my highlights, I use number 03, which is ultra light sun blonde. My husband actually picked this up the first time, and I was like, oh no. I mean, I had already gone through blue hair, and I was like, oh my gosh, there is no way that I am going to use color that is under $3 a box. But it actually worked out really well, and I have been using it ever since. Let's get started and I'll show you how I do this. So I've got a lot of cover up to do, but thank goodness it's just really at the base of my roots. Oh, and I didn't want to forget to tell you, don't forget to cover the ground with some old towels and maybe even your countertops, because especially with the dark colors, there is going to be a mess. And don't forget to have an old shirt on that you don't mind staining, because even if you put a towel over, you know it's going to slip and something horrible is going to happen. First thing we're going to do is take the gloves off the side of the instructions. And if you have your own gloves, that would be even better. And I used to, but the last time I did my hair, I poked a hole in them. The thing you want to do is just snip the tip off the color developer bottle, but just be careful when you're snipping it off. I always find that a little bit of the color developer is going to come out when you're taking the top off. The next thing you're going to do is just pour the color into the color developer bottle. And once you've got the color poured in, make sure you put your fingertip on here and just shake it up really good. Oh, another tip. Shake it away from your face just in case. And then next, if you wanted to, you could use your little alligator clips and then clip little sections and work your way around. But honestly, I don't. I just kind of work it in myself. And it seems to work pretty good. So let's get that. And then I'm just going to start working. I'm looking in my mirror here. And I'm going to start working from the back forward. And what I'm going to do is just, and they say not to rub it in, but I do, and it covers my gray really good. So, and you can see here that how much gray growth I've got here. And I'm just going to work my way through here. And even though this is for a full head application, I always end up using the entire bottle. And I guess it just depends on how much gray you have to cover, if you're going to need to use it all. Part my hair about where it usually is, just about, and really get that top part. Oh, and another tip, Just leave a little bit, because later on, if you find out that you have missed a spot that you want to cover up, you've got some to do that. You don't have to wait and go back to the store and buy another box. The instructions say to leave it on for 25 minutes, but for resistant gray hair to add another 5 minutes. So I always leave it on for 30. And what I'll do too is I will just comb my fingers with my gloves on and just comb my fingers through, and then I'll kind of distribute it so you don't have a harsh dark line going down your hair. And I read somewhere that that was like a sure sign of doing your hair at home, because the back of your head kind of looks like a tree trunk. We've got growth rings. So we don't want that if we can help it. Just kind of pull it down. Depending on your hair texture or color, you may want to start your timer from the time you start applying it. But with my hair, it's very dark, it's very thick and very coarse. So I am starting my timer right now. I'll see you in about 45 minutes. I'm going to let this sit for about 30, then I'll wash it, and then I'll semi-dry it so we can start highlighting. I am back from washing my hair, and you can see it's nice ash brown all the way through. My hair is pretty dry. It is still damp underneath, but it'll be just fine for doing this. Next, we're going to highlight, and we will be using the Ultralight Sun Blonde. That's the color 03, and I will be mixing it up just like I did with the brown color. I'm going to start in the back, because if you start in the front, you're going to over process the front because it's going to be in there for longer. So let's do this. So what I do, it's super easy. Just get a little thin piece and just rub it in. And I will just kind of rub it as I go down. And this is what I'll do all throughout my hair. I'll just get thin pieces. And I'm not going to worry too much about the ends because they're still colored, but we do want to get a little bit on there, but I'm mostly getting it on the top. And again, rubbing it. And oh, the other thing, I'm not starting at the very top of my head. As far as my preference, I don't want the highlights to be at the very top. Little pieces. And don't worry about being precise or anything like that. It'll turn out just fine. And I don't do the inside of my hair. I like when I do a ponytail, it looks darker on the sides. And again, that's my preference. So if you like all of your hair to be highlighted, then I would use the clips, the alligator clips, and clip your hair up and start from underneath and go outwards. And I will use pretty much this whole bottle as well, just like I did with the brown color. And just make sure when you're doing the back that you do get all the back, because you don't want a big dark area back there. And the instructions say about 25 minutes, but for the lighter colors, number 3, 4, and 5, 45 minutes. So I am going to let it sit for 45 minutes, and then I'm going to wash it again, and I will condition it, and I'm going to finish it off with this Cara Color conditioner, and this is in silver, and what this will do, it will pull any brassiness that I might get out of the highlighter. So I'll be back in about an hour. So this is the finished product, and I did not style it, I just blew it out, and you can see the gray is covered. Then you've got the really soft, subtle highlights. I mean, do you remember how dark it was when I first put the ash brown on? The first time I did that, I was like kind of freaked out. But once you put that blonde on, you can see that it just lightens up really nice. And by running your fingers down when you're putting the dark brown in, it blends it in really nice so you don't have that real harsh line. And you can see I don't have any brassiness, and I was super nervous about using such a light blonde for the highlights, especially after all my other disasters. I was just afraid that I was just going to have a head full of orange highlights. But using this carrot color just totally saved my hair. And it's not harsh on your hair at all. And this was the most expensive item. It was $22 at Ulta, and I'll have everything linked down below. I hope my video helped give you confidence that you can color and highlight your hair at home. And it won't cost you very much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I just hope it helps you not to have blue hair. If you did find it helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Here's to lots of good hair days. Oh, and I'll be back in a couple of days with a gift guide, so watch out for that. Have a great week. Much love. Bye-bye.
Don't you know that you're beautiful, just the way you are?